Hello guys, my name is Joyce and today I'm going to present a book called Heartland, a memoir of working hard and being broke in the richest country on earth by Sarah Marsh. This is a memoir that was published in September 18, 2018, and on the left, this picture I took from Sarah's Twitter account, and this is her and her father Nick. She says that she was the only woman in her family that had a non-violent and present father. Also, that they were smiling in this picture because they didn't know they were poor and their lives were full of joy. Um, just to give you guys a short summary of the book, Sarah's mom gave birth to her when she was 18, and Sarah's grandmother, Betty, was also a teenager when she had Sarah's mom, Jeannie. Sarah was raised in a wheat farm in Kansas, and this picture is her. I also took this from her Twitter account, and she grew up in poverty, but that didn't stop her from having a career as a writer. Her grandmother Betty was married several times, and she moved around a lot, over 50 times, as it's mentioned in the book. And she talks about how poverty shaped their lives and some differences between people in her family. Some were happy, and others handled poverty differently. Um, Another theme is teenage pregnancy, and she mentions it sometimes across the book, how her life would be different if she had continued the cycle. So if she also had a baby as a teenager. Um, she also talks about how white people with money look down at them, and she defends the welfare system and is grateful for the support some families get out of it. Um, my reaction to the book. Um, this was interesting. This was an interesting reading for me because I actually listened to it instead of reading because I couldn't find a written copy. So I listened to it on Audible, and it had a special touch because it was the author reading. Um, the main theme is poverty, but she also talks about teenage pregnancy. And although this takes place in the 80s, it is still a recurring subject, how teenage pregnancy and poverty are connected, and how not being able to establish themselves in one place makes it um, even more difficult. When Sarah's grandmother Betty moved around over 50 times, as the text says, she took away Jeannie's opportunities that richer kids who lived in stable homes had. About the welfare system, I agree uh, with the author when she defends it because, sure, there are people that might take advantage of it without needing, but there are families that actually need the support and it makes a difference for them. Um, so anyone who has this kind of mind of helping people with less opportunities. This is a good book to read, and it's very familiar, and I think anyone could connect to this book, and her writing is not complicated. So I would really recommend to read this book.